So welcome everybody to Webclass Wednesday, live in the room. For everybody who's here, we love having you in the room live. And for those of you listening to the recording, welcome. We hope that you enjoy our talk for this evening. The power of the mastermind. The mastermind is a super important part of not only our business and how we can grow our business, but it's a really important way for us all to come together to be joined in spirit and productivity. So one of the ways that I first learned of the mastermind through reading this book, Think and Grow Rich. I've had it for a really long time. You can see it's a very old and decrepit copy, and I hang on to it because it's signed by Bob. And this book teaches about the mastermind. And don't forget, this book was written in 1936. So it's not a new concept. And in fact, it's one of the most powerful concepts that you can use to grow your entire life. So the first time I participated in a mastermind was back in 2015. And I was in Florida working with Peggy McCall. And Peggy McCall had a conference there, and after the conference, she invited us to come together for the next 6 months and study with her in a mastermind. So what did that look like? That was about 16 of us at the time, and we all invested our commitment to a 6-month period of time where every 2 weeks, all 16 of us, and we were from all over the world, we would meet on the phone. We didn't have video back in 2015. Funny enough, we didn't do it on any kind of video. And we'd all have this conference call. And every 2 weeks, our job was to really make a decision about what we wanted to come to the mastermind about. Okay, so I'm just going to read you. Oh, hang on a second. Maria is screen sharing. Okay, I'm just going to read you a couple of words about mastermind just before I tell you about what one was for me. So, popularized by Napoleon Hill in his famous book, Think and Grow Rich. Hang on just a second. Okay. Maria, can you click on Stop Share on your screen? Because you have your screen sharing on. So what I'm going to do right now, sorry guys, I'm going to close her video. Okay, can you guys see me okay?
Yeah, we can see you, but it says you're sharing your screen, but we see you fine.
No, I'm not. Maria Trudell is sharing her screen.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you what we see.
Yeah, okay. So, all right. So, popularized by Napoleon Hill in his famous book, Think and Grow Rich, a mastermind is a group of individuals who come together regularly, either in person or virtually, as we know now, in order to discuss important personal or business issues and get new perspectives to help you get the results you want in your personal or professional life. So, Napoleon Hill says it's the coordination of knowledge and effort of 2 or more people who work towards a definite purpose in the spirit of harmony. No mind is complete by itself. It needs contact and association with other minds to grow and expand. And I really love this quote by Nathan Johnson. He's from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. And he says, the proper use of a mastermind group is the cornerstone to all great achievement. On our own, we can only ever have a limited amount of experience. A mastermind group allows us to draw freely from the experience, training, skills, and knowledge of others who align with our definite main purpose. The resulting benefits include a magnification of the combined qualities of each member, as well as the increased courage, faith, and host of all other positive advantages. In other words, this is the part I love the best. On your own, you're a single brushstroke, but in a mastermind group, you could become a Monet. So my experience was kind of Monet-like. right? So I came together for this experience with Peggy McCall and Brian Proctor, who's Bob Proctor's son. And we committed to this 6-month period. So what were we asked to do? All of us combined had different levels of experience and expertise in different areas of business. So the whole idea was for all of us to come together, making definite chief aim decisions. What is it that we want to do? You know how we always talk about, you got to make a decision about what you want. So that idea, everybody in the mastermind is responsible to bring that idea to the table. And then you make a commitment as to action steps that you're going to take in the period of time when you're apart. So let's say it's a week or 2 weeks, ours was 2. And in that 2-week period, your commitment was to do exactly what you said you were going to do within that period of time. And when you came back to the mastermind, any difficulties or questions that you had or things that you didn't know how to approach or contacts you needed or anything you needed, you would pose the question to the mastermind and you would say, okay, to the mastermind, I need help with this, or I need to have some opinions, or I need someone's feedback on this. And then each member of the mastermind we go through the room, we go around the table, and everybody's responsible to contribute. So if we look at the mastermind for the purposes of growth and potential, it's very true what Napoleon Hill says. We all come into a business, let's say for example, and we have a limited amount of skills. When we all come together, 2 or more together, we can grow our experience, we can grow our business exponentially. Mm-hmm. So Bob Proctor, in his course, Thinking and Results, at the very end of the course, okay, it's called Magnifying the Mind, because that's really what you're doing with the masterminds. You're taking what you know and you're magnifying it. So he refers a lot to Price Pritchett's book, U Squared. Okay, when Price Pritchett talks about U Squared, he suggests it implies an explosive jump in your personal performance that puts you far beyond the next logical step. So that's when we talk about taking quantum leaps. When we refer to a quantum leap, we know that we're going to need the help of other people to do that. And the best and only real way to do that is to put yourself into a mastermind situation. And that's the powerful part of the mastermind. So Price Pritchett refers to U Squared in another interesting way. He says the concept is one of exponential gains rather than incremental progress. You might compare it to multiplying instead of adding. It means a geometric progression in your effectiveness. That's really what a mastermind is. So we're going to hang on just for a second here.